Hello, I'm Veve from Veve's Geek, and today I will present you the Cards of Cthulhu, a game by Dan Version Games, designed by Ian Richards, and the cover is made by Claude Quinoa. I received this game from the publisher, and it is a pleasure to review it, especially since it's not available in Romania. In this game you can be one investigator who tries to stop the Mythos forces, the aliens that try to take the Earth from the humankind. They have followers that tries to awake them. Then the game is for 1 to 4 players, and it is a card game. Let's try with some magic. Let's see what it has to offer us. We have the rules and the rules summary, 4 boards that represent the ancient ones: Cthulhu, Yog-Sothoth, Chungnar Fan, and Darwosa, a set of special dices, 1 body, 2 mind and 4 spirit, some experience coins, and 2 stack of cards. Let's take a look at the box first. The art is extremely well done. We can see Cthulhu that destroys the city. On the back we have the cards presented. The boards are very thick and represent the 4 ancient ones: Cthulhu, Yog-Sothoth, Shagnar Rang, and Darwasa. We have a help sheet for the rules. In all components are very good in quality. The coins are from metal. The dice are special. We have many type of cards. You play as an investigator. You can be a soldier, a priest, a ritualist, a thief, a psychiatrist, a tycoon, a doctor, an explorer, a journalist, or a big game hunter. Each of that has a special power and a cost in experience coins. Also, each investigator has a follower card that is shuffled into the deck, and you can gain their help. You also can use item cards like the Cursed Scroll, the item cards like the Necro. You can gain the help of special items like the Ritual Dagger the Necronomicon, Potion of Wisdom, Elder Sign, Disruption Ritual, Sword of the Crusader, Necklace of the Veil, or Otherworldly Idol, or Temple of Light, or you can be affected by cursed items. There are also minions, gates, and 3 types of horrors who enters in play asleep. There are 3 categories of dice. The red die, which is your health die, and if you roll 1 on it, you lose 1 die. The health dice, who are green, and 4 white dice, who are spirit dice, that can be purchased by metal experience coins. All cards except the investigators are shuffled into a deck. At the start of the game, you will choose 1 investigator and gain 4 experience coins. Then you will shuffle the cards except the investigators and start playing. Normally you draw 4 cards every turn. This is a minion and goes on its color of the board. This is a gate. Gate goes into his special place, and for each gate you have, you must draw 1 additional card. This is a horror that has a 2 dice combo. It comes asleep and will awaken if there are 2 minions on its board. This is another minion. Now there are 2 minions and the horror awakens. While the horror is awakened, you must attack it in order to destroy it, or you will use experience. And the last card is an item, a ritual dagger. You can pay its cost in experience coins to get it, or you can discard it for 1 experience. After that, you can use, if you choose to acquire it, you can use his special power by paying his cost for using it. And your investigator also has an ability with a cost. Or you can discard it to gain 1 experience. This one costs 1 and I choose to acquire it. Then you'll check, you'll awaken any horror, you'll check for sanity loss, because it is a 2 dice combo. You will either pay 2 experience or lose the game, or you can slay a follower, as you will see later. This time I choose to pay 2 experience. Now it's our turn. We roll the red die and the 2 green dice. And choose a board to attack. We will choose the red board, and we must destroy the horror we need to have a combo. We rolled a combo 2 and 3, and we can slay the horror, getting experience equal with its level, so 2 in this case. Also, we can use the remaining dice to destroy one minion. Let's choose this one, because we have a 6 and his power is 3. Now we can choose to use the power of our soldier and pay 1 experience to destroy the remaining minion. Or we can pay 3 experience to discard the gate. In this case, I will pay the 3 experience and discard the gate. It is the end of the round, and we begin a new one. We draw a cursed scroll, which says pay to experience or draw three cult cards. Since I don't have any experience, I will draw 3 additional cards. Our next card is a follower. We may pay its cost to get it, or discard it for 1 experience. I choose to get it, it costs 0, and now we have a follower also. Our next card, it's a horror, a major one with 3 dice, but it's asleep since there are not enough minions, and the 4 dice one. And we resolved this one. We still have 3 more cards to go. Another cultist, but from another cult. Another minion from another cult. Another gate. And because of it, we draw 1 additional card. Another horror. Now we roll also the dice. I can use the dagger to roll the dice and use the dagger to treat it as a spirit, special die. And if I had the experience, I could also purchase up to 3 dice, spirit dice, to help fight the enemies. Now we can discard sleep horrors by using a number of dice equal with its level, or defeat cultist. I choose to defeat 1 cultist. I choose this board. We can only choose 1 board and defeat these 2 cultists. And gain experience. Also, last round I gained 2 experience for the minions destroyed. So now I have 4. I choose to use the ability of the soldier and pay 1 experience to get rid of this cultist minion. and pay the 3 remaining experience to seal the gate. Right now we have some sleep horrors that can be destroyed with a number of dice equal with its level, but there are 3 and 4 level horrors, so we need 4 dices. We start a new round, draw cards, and draw card. We are rolling the dice now. And I can choose to use this item and discard it to treat it as a spirit die of any roll. I choose a 6 spirit die, and with that 2 I slay and I have 2 dice for that horror and 10 to get rid of this minion. In total I gain 3 experience coins and I seal 1 gate. And gain 1 experience also. And 1 more for the gate from the previous round. Now we have a gate. We can start a new round and draw 5 cards because we have a gate in play. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and new horror awakens. Right now we need to either this one awakes and we need to pay 3 experience or slay a follower. Since we have only 2, I choose to slay the follower, and now we can roll the dice. I can pay 1 experience to get 1 additional die up to 3 times, so I pay 2 and roll. I am not satisfied with this roll and I can re-roll 1 green die. For this one I need a combo. I have a 1, a 2 and a 3, and I gain 3 experience. Then I can use the remaining dice to get rid of 1 and gain 1 experience. To slay another one, gain 1 experience, and pay 1 to get rid of the remaining minions, and 3 to seal the gate. we have 2 coins, one from the last round, and we start a new round drawing 4 cards. Got 1 minion, another one, and another one. And right now I choose to use his ability to get rid of this minion. I can use it only one at a time. Let's roll the dice. I got a 1 on this dice, which means I suffer one wound. I can re-roll 1 dice, and because I am wounded, I lose 1 of the dice. I use these 2 dice to get rid of this minion, gain 1 experience, and now I have 2 choices. I can pay 3 to regain the dice back, or pay 2 to attack again, and I can also pay 1 to use the ability of my investigator. Let's pay 2 to reroll the dice. I got another 1, which means I suffer another wound, and ones cannot be rerolled. And I paid this 1 to destroy this minion, discard this minion. And now I have only 1 dice. If I remain without dices, I lose the game. If there are 5 minions on any board, I also lose the game. Or if there is an awake horror that and I don't have enough experience or a follower to slay, I also lose the game. Each awake horror boosts the number for wound up to his value, up to its value. So from 1 to 3 if this one was awake, but it's not because there are not enough minions. To win the game, you must go through all the cards in the deck and have no awake horror in play on any board, and no minions and less than 5 minions in total. It is a fast-paced game with simple rules, not very strategic but very fun. The art is very good. The atmosphere is taken directly from Lovecraft work, and the publishers are very good. The components are also high quality, and I'm looking forward playing more games from this publisher.